All right, what's the best way to find your notes? Tagging or searching for a notebook? Depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for just one special little entry, you might be able to find it easier if you just tag it. You can just as easily find that one little entry by entering in a notebook name and having it in that notebook, and it's the only note in that notebook. Because your note is going to be either in a note, your note has to be in a notebook. It has to be in a notebook, period. So all your notes have to be in some kind of notebook. They're not freestanding notes. They're either going to be in general notes or an unnamed note or a note that you name. So you can search for your note specifically, or you can search for the notebook that it's in, and that notebook may be containing only that one note. For instance, I got special notes, ideas that I want to find quickly, and I just put them in a notebook rather than trying to tag the individual note. Now, why do I use notebooks rather than tagging an individual note? Because I've found that I don't have very many just single notes. They're usually collected together in groups, and I may want to add more notes that are associated with it. So I just go ahead and build a note right off the bat, a notebook right off the bat. Anything that I'm interested in, if I find one verse, I say, I want to find this verse in the future. I've got to find this verse in the future. I will name it whatever I can remember, whatever's going on in the verse, I'll name it in a notebook, and then I'll just link it or anchor it. And then whenever I want to find that, I will just go up to the notes and go to the notebooks and I'll search for it. In a notebook, it'll pop up, easy as pie. Or you could tag it. And let me show you what I'm talking about. When you go to your notes up here, let's take a look at this. You got your notes. You can find your tags right here, or you can find your notebooks right here, right? So it all depends on what you're looking for. If I'm looking for that one note of the 4-letter tetragrammaton, Yud-Ve, Had-Ve, and I want to find out what scripture is that in, and find out my notes and all the stuff related to that. You can tag that one little note real easy. You can go right up here, open up your notes, open up this part here, go to your, this is where your tags are at. Click right here and type in your tag for that. If you tagged it, what did you tag it? You can tag it anything you want. I tagged it YHWH. You got to get rid of that first. Anything that's up here, it's going to search by whatever's up here at the top. So this has to be clear. See, whatever you choose down here, it's going to add it to your special searches. It's like a filtering system. So clear out your filtering system up here at the top. Go to your tags, type in the tag. There it is right there. Boom. I've got 2 notes that are tagged with YHWH. Look at the top up here. This filter is tagged with the tag YHWH. Everything that's tagged YHWH will pop up when I type it in right here underneath here. Now that may be very convenient for finding just single notes that you're looking for. All right. Me personally, I like to go another route, which is I like to search for things, clear out your filters at the top. I'm going to move out from this area over to the notebook section, clicking that right there. And I like to build notebooks, because I know that with the YHWH concept, there's going to be other things I want to add to that, associate with that, and I want to go ahead and just build it right off the bat into a note already. I'm just going to go ahead and build it into a notebook already. Since it's already got to be in a notebook anyway, I just go ahead and start with a notebook. For instance, let's go back to the tags. YHWH, it's going to be in a notebook. YHWH, let's find it. Boom. When you click it right here, you go over here, you can see the notebook that it's in. It has to be in a notebook already. So why not build it from within a notebook? All right. So instead of me dealing with tags, I don't deal with tags very much. I go straight to, if I want to create something, I create a new notebook. I'll hit this plus sign. I'll type in YHWH. It'll be the name of the note. And then I'll search for that note and I'll add notes to it. I've already done that. So instead of tagging YHWH, I'll come over here and I'll search for the YHWH notebooks. And I've got several of them. See, this one's got 15 notes in it, right? Clear this out up here, clear out the tags. You got to clear out the tags. And then you'll see this one has 15 notes in it. Look at all these notes I got in this thing. Now, I like this because I don't normally just deal with one note. Like here it is. Here's that one note. Okay. I normally don't just deal with one notes. I deal with a bunch of notes. And I don't, and then I can add notes to it if I want. I can go add more notes to that, and I can search for that under that YHWH anytime I want. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that, now here's the tag. I think this is the one that's tagged. I can't find, see, I don't even know where the one that's tagged. So I guess it's, if you're looking for a specific note, guys, and it's the only note you want, and you don't care about finding the notebook, you don't care about associating other notes or seeing the, similar notes that are attached to it in the notebook, you don't care about any of that, then you may want to use tags. Hey, I want to find this one note later. I want to tag it, this one special thing. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to create a tag for it down here at the bottom. Here's where you put your tags. If you make a note on something, say you make a brand new note, okay? Test note. Let's tag it test, okay? Now, this note, every time I want to find this one little note, not the notebook that it's in, deity, consolidation, deity of Jesus, that's a notebook. In fact, that's a notebook that has a lot of notes in it. Deity, consolidation, right here. 25 notes are in that one notebook. Look right here. 25 notes are in that one notebook. You may not want to deal with that. But if you do, it's a good way to do it. You can put your note inside any notebook you want. See, it's test. You can actually change the notebook right up here. I don't want it in this notebook. Let's put it in another one. Right? Any notebook that you've already created, you can find right here. Click it right here. Type in the notebook. You might want it in general notes, right? Click that. Boom, it's in general notes now. But no matter where it's at, here's what's good about tagging. No matter where or what notebook it's in, you may forget what notebook it's in. And if you forget what notebook it's in, you're not going to be able to find it, because you can only find the names of the notebooks, not the names of your individual notes. And that's what messes a lot of people up. They'll have a special note here, and they won't be able to find it because they forgot the name of the notebook that it's in. If you forget the name of the notebook that your special note's in, then you better stick to tagging, because see, now I don't even know where that's at. Where's that note at? I know I tagged it. So go to your tag section, clear out your filters up here at the top. You always want this to be blank when you're searching for a new note or a tag. Go right here. You're in the side, and you can search with your tags. Tags are right here. Now, without searching for, you could have 100, you could have 200 tags. You're not going to want to come down here and look for it. The fastest way to do it is click this and then search for whatever the tag is. Because if you got 250, 500 tags, special tags, what if you name something peanut butter toast or something unique that you'll remember? You want to come up here and search for the tag, YHWH. And there's 2 of them under that. If you had notes under peanut butter sandwich, you'd type in peanut butter sandwich and you'd say, hey, I got 11 notes under that title, and that's how you'd find it. It doesn't matter what book it's in. You don't care what book it's in. If that's how you're going to deal with your notes and try to find your notes, all power to you. I may start using that in special occasions, but I just don't see any use for it because I deal with notebooks. I want everything named in a notebook. I want to know where any special note that I have, I'm going to make a special notebook for that. You see what I'm saying? So instead of dealing with tags, I just create a notebook with the name of the tag that I would use. So if I wanted to use YHWH, I have a notebook, that name. That way I can come over here and click the notebooks, go over here and search for the YHWH, or search for peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or whatever you're going to call that special note. It's going to be in a notebook anyway, right? You got to have it in a notebook anyway. So you can do it 2 different ways. YHWH, no, test. T-E-S-T. I had one under test, didn't I? No, that was okay. That was the back over here. That was the new one we just did. T-E-S-T. Right down here. See that? Test. Boom. There it is. And we didn't add anything to it, and we put it in there. Then you can find the book that it's in. If you forget what book it's in, it doesn't matter if it's tagged. That's one good thing about tagging it. Tag your note, special note. I can't imagine tagging every single note though. And you know what I mean? That's a lot harder because inside my notebook I might have 4 notes right here. Remember, to see it over here, you got to clear out the top. Clear out your filters. And then you'll be able to see it. Like this one, 4 notes. I can't imagine having to tag each one of these at the bottom with a different tag when I got them all in one notebook. You know, 1 John notes, right? Or let's go down here to something a little bit more complicated. Abomination. That's got 5. That's got 5 notes in it. Inside this abomination folder, if I've got a special note and I want to tag it something, you can do that and look up just this one note inside your folder that has 5 notes through using the tag system. So there's options. You have options. You can tag one note, and it doesn't matter where it's at, what book it's in, you can find it by tagging the one note. But, like I said, I'm used to just dealing with notebooks. I want to find the notebook that it's in, and I want to look at not only that one note. A lot of times when I look for one note, I'm really looking for concepts and ideas related to that, and they're all in the folder. I can get a lot of ideas, a lot of creative connections by opening up the whole folder and looking at the associated notes with it, clicking on the next folder and going, oh yeah, that gives me an idea. And it's creative, it's innovative, and it's inspiring to do it that way for me. Looking up one tag and one note, for that may work for some people, it just doesn't work for me. So maybe this has helped you guys. Tagging your notes, individual notes, or creating folders that you can tag any name you want and look it up that way. For instance, in my notes right here, I've got notes that are tagged anything. Shocking, best shocking scriptures. Look at those notebooks. 9 notes in this one. I guess if I had a special shocking one, I could tag it. Like God creates evil. That'll trip you out. I know I don't want to get into a doctrinal thing here, but it'll shock you to see, if you've ever read the whole Bible, some of the stuff, God's sending a strong delusion into the world. Now that's a pretty interesting note. And with the scriptures, it'll blow your mind. I could tag that one note right here. Strong delusion. There you go. Now, if I don't want to worry about what folder it's in, best shocking things about God, the best shocking scriptures about God, I don't say I want to look for that one note. And I don't want to, can I search for it up here? Best shocking. Wouldn't it be cool if you could like find your notes this way? I know you used to be able. Nah, you can't. I'm just fantasizing right now. Maybe we'll suggest that. So I guess the best way to do it is, come up here, go to your tags, clear out your filters at the top, go to your tags, type in strong delusion, and there's your tag for that. Boom. Now it's only going to pull up that one note. Nice little note there. One little note. You can see what folder it's in. Wouldn't it be nice, we're suggesting this, that you could double click this and open up the whole notebook? Wouldn't that be cool? Or if you knew the name, but if you know the name of the notebook, you just come over here. Sometimes you don't know the name of the notebook, but you know the name of the note and the tag. And you're trying to find the whole notebook that it's in, and you have the one little note in there tagged, and that's cool. You can find that one note and then simply look over here and see what the notebook is. But it'd still be really cool, like right here, if you could double click it and open it, or right click it and say open notebook. I'm still loving that idea more and more. So anyway, let's keep figuring out how to use this and hopefully develop new ideas, more faster, more efficient, more powerful features, so we can improve this system. God bless you guys. Take care. Peace.